Unveiling Mexico's Grand Tren Maya Railway, a spectacular infrastructure project. In 2017, Mexico was ranked as the 6th most popular travel destination worldwide. In addition to numerous instances of modern public and private architecture, Mexico is home to a substantial number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, which include historic structures, colonial cities, and natural landscapes. Also, they are constructing Tren Maya now. Have you heard about it? If you haven't, don't worry, we're here. To know more about Tren Maya, subscribe to Grand Project. Mexico has attracted visitors from outside the country since the early 19th century with its cultural events, colonial cities, environmental preserves, and beach resorts. The country's pleasant climate and interesting culture, a fusion of European and Mesoamerican, attract tourists. Construction on the 1,525-kilometer Tren Maya, often known as the Mayan Train or the Maya Train, began in June 2020 and is expected to be finished by 2024. The Tren Maya route. The 5 major southeast states of Chiapas, Tabasco, Campeche, Yucatán, and Quintana Roo will each have 29 stations along the 1,554-kilometer Tren Maya railway line. The project seeks to link lesser-known inland locations with popular Caribbean tourist spots, including the historic Mayan sites from which it gets its name. A government priority project, the Mayan Train is being built in 2 stages and will provide both passenger and freight service. The stations from Palenque to Cancun will be connected in the project's first phase, which will involve sections 1 through 4, while the stations from Cancun to Escarcega will be covered in the project's second phase, which will involve the remaining 3 sections. The first phase's portions are overall 892 kilometers long, while the second phase's sections will be 662 kilometers long. The Mexican government started the Tren Maya project as part of the 2019 to 2024 National Development Plan. It is a sizable project to improve the south-southeast region of Mexico's transportation and tourism infrastructure. In May 2021, Fonatur declared the winning offer for the supply contract for rolling stock and related equipment. Benefits of Tren Maya. The project intends to dramatically reduce regional transportation costs for people and goods while promoting industrial growth. In the 16 municipalities where the stations will be built, 715,000 new jobs will be produced by 2030, with 150,000 of those jobs going to the rural economy and 80,000 going to the first 5 segments of the line. Around the route, economic growth will double. According to UN Habitat, the Maya train route will experience a 15% reduction in poverty by 2030. In the southeast region, poverty will increase from 6.1 million to 7.2 million people, while the population will increase from 12.1 million to 17.3 million if the Maya train is not built. It encourages the regional and neighborhood communities' social and economic growth. It also enhances the Yucatán Peninsula's land use planning. It can also increase the Mexican tourism sector. It supports and defends native cultures. Also conserves and restores natural places under protection. Do you know any more benefits from them? If so, comment below. Now let's see more about Tren Maya. Alstom's new Extrapolis train for the Tren Maya will expand the company's production capacity to create an updated train model that will be durable and competitive in the long run. The model has a strong exterior, a flexible inside, and a thin body shell. The Flex Echo lightweight bogie from the former Bombardier will be included in the train, which has a top speed of 176 kilometers per hour. The trains Zinbal, Janal, and Patal were created specifically for Mexico. The Jaguar, one of the biggest cats in the world, is included in the design, which draws its lines, speed, and beauty from the Mayan civilization. All 3 arrangements will give passengers ample room to roam about the passenger car and enough legroom at the seats. Additionally, each train will have enough capacity for luggage storage thanks to vertical racks in each car and overhead racks borrowed from Alstom's intercity variation Corradia. Passengers with limited mobility will be able to move about freely because of the train's completely level floor design. Wide windows with picturesque views of the Maya region and high-performance heating, ventilation, and air conditioning are two features of the Extrapolis. The fact that the consortium could ensure that the 42 trains would be produced locally at the Ciudad Sahagun site in the state of Hidalgo, located in the center of the national territory, was one of the main factors in the consortium's selection. This allowed it to fulfill the goal of being a train for Mexico, built in Mexico. This cutting-edge train will support the social and economic growth of the Southeast and the entire nation. It will also enable the growth of a sizable rail supply chain with domestic suppliers. Challenges and controversies. So what do you think is the challenge here? Environmentalists and advocates for indigenous rights protested the creation of new tracks through the jungle. The Zapatista Army of National Liberation stated its opposition to the initiative and claimed that the consultation only gave voters useful information before voting on January 1, 2020, the 26th anniversary of its armed struggle. The train project and other mega projects in the area are planned to be blocked by injunctions, according to organizations close to the National Indigenous Congress. The CNI is considering a three-pronged strategy, including media efforts, social awareness campaigns, and legal actions. A judge in Campeche ordered a temporary injunction on January 28, 2020, prohibiting the railroad's development because it had been approved in a simulated consultation. The Regional Indigenous Council of Expuhil delivered a petition to the Campeche Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources in November 2020, asking that the project be put on hold due to environmental concerns. The petition had 268,000 signatories. Construction was temporarily halted in January 2021 for the benefit of the citizens of Chochola, Mérida, and Izamal in Yucatan until Fonatur and Semarnat reported on an environmental impact assessment. 80 Campeche residents who are concerned about being evicted from their houses requested an injunction on March 3, 2021. The temporary suspension was granted by Campeche's 1st District Court. The 4th District Court of Yucatan likewise ruled that the building must stop. By March 2021, there had been 16 injunctions filed in the Yucatán Peninsula. By January 2022, there had been at least 25. Native American collectives who view the project as an environmental catastrophe have brought the majority of the injunction requests. Construction is still going on despite the injunction's minimal impact. The resistance to the train has drawn criticism from López Obrador, who sees it as a partisan effort to scuttle his administration's infrastructure plans. What do you think of the project? Do you think it is a great way to develop tourism? If yes, do comment below, guys. Also, to get more informative videos like these, you have to support us by clicking the subscribe, like, and bell icons. Bye!